Yeah.
We got drama going on here in the studio. I don't wave it off. It's a radio show.
Who is waving it off?
Travis. I'm just...
Travis waving it off. What,
we do.
Heterosexuality?
The only reason people listen to this radio show is because they're convinced there will be a fist fight, and they don't want to miss the fist fight.
Right, or they
So
want
why
to
would
know
you
what
wave
it's
off
about.
the controversy there, Travis?
We also got to say hello to Mike DiStefano,
Yeah.
which we'll do. We know Mike is here.
Mike? Well, really fast. Mike DiStefano, really fun to get. We'll get into Mike in a second. He's playing July 25th and Saturday, July 26th at the Lakeshore Theater in Chicago, Illinois.
LakeshoreTheater.com, spelled T-R-E Theater.
That's right.
T-H-E-A-R.
That'll be easier than giving out the phone number. LakeshoreTheater.com. Travis, what is going on?
Yeah, you're normally not that upset.
No, it's just we had something happen this morning where something got missed.
You could talk in specifics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pat O'Brien's getting married, and we didn't see that, and apparently it was only on People.com. It was a People.com exclusive.
Wow.
So, but before we just came back.
Before you just casually say that, People.com is a pretty huge website if you want to, be on top of entertainment. All right.
I agree.
Okay.
Admittedly, I don't check People.com. Steve tells me from now on you have to check People.com every morning. And I said, can we just have an intern do it, make sure we're not missing anything? And he said, no, you do it. And I said, I'm in at 4:15 every morning already doing almost like an hour and a half worth of show prep. I don't have time. Like you see me, I run in here at 3 minutes before the show starts to give you guys everything that I have. And, I'm just...
Steve?
I think it could be delegated differently.
Because Steve seemed very upset. There was obvious tension. We didn't hear what was going on.
I told him, Travis was just the first one that got told. I'm going to tell everybody that now we have one more website to check. I don't want to hear no.
Fair enough.
That's it. See,
Fair enough, sir.
I don't want to hear no. If I'm getting pistol whipped on the air for any number of reasons, that, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Verbally, I meant. Then that crap is going to roll downhill.
Well, listen.
Danny's got some objection, too. I love all this behind-the-scenes stuff. Nobody sees what's going on, Dan.
Oh, no.
What?
Bring Danny into the mix.
Why? Danny's got an opinion. I want to know what his opinion is.
Of course he does.
Hold on.
Steve doesn't want to hear nothing.
This all started because instant feedback was all over as soon as we got here that Pat O'Brien is going to marry the famous Betsy from those not horrific. What am I saying? Those sexy
tapes.
Those sexy tapes that we can't play over here because the F word is so prevalent that we can't get it on the air.
Me, you, Betsy, some drugs, hookers.
Yeah.
Is that the one he was had that big that dirty talk with? And he's marrying her?
Yeah, he was.
Oh my God, what a keeper she is.
He was like
Betsy.
You, me, Betsy.
God.
So Betsy from the famous phone calls, that's going to be Pat O'Brien's wife officially.
Not the one he called, but the girlfriend he was referring to.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about running a bit into the ground. We did probably 3 weeks on the Pat O'Brien tapes on our show. 3 weeks. We did a great job. We did all the remixes. It was well known in the owner community.
Event.
It really was.
And I think, honestly, I'll say that we were probably the first show to play it because at the time...
We were.
I mean, it was literally the day it broke. We were in the morning show. We were on XM Uncensored. We were one of the only shows that could do it that would play it. And we were one of the first
We
shows
did a
to
great
play
job
it.
with it. So now, you fast forward, and now Betsy is marrying Pat O'Brien. Stupid me, I'm thinking, well, maybe we should have some audio clips of Pat O'Brien getting all dirty on the phone from back in the day. No one had it, so I got mad at Steve.
And I knew Steve was catching something, so I came out of the bathroom. And the way it works is you'll see Steve where Mike is standing. You can't see it. It's across from me. It's on Opie's right over the console. And Steve has got his hat on backwards. He's going, no, I know. I have to, he's just... I always know when Steve's getting a scolding because I'll walk in and he's just kind of like, okay. No,
yes, yeah.
Is Pat O'Brien with a question mark.
What's that?
He'll just write like keywords down in his book with like little question marks. Like I noticed that during the
he's writing right now, Danny. But don't worry, we don't
kick Danny's ass.
But know what's great about this, Danny?
That's a good way to combat words.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
You have the immunity idol right now.
You really do.
Since it's on the air.
Yeah,
and everything goes.
We made it where Danny could speak openly on the air. He just can't speak
really.
openly off the air. And here's another thing that's in your favor, Danny. We don't have a boss at CBS, and we don't have a boss at XM at this point. So there's not even a person around to fire you.
That is true.
You'll never get fired.
You'll find a way, though.
Huh?
You'll never get fired for speaking your mind on the air. Never any more than
No,
Steve would get fired.
that's why we never wanted on air to suffer because some people Yeah.
And I got
get
frustrated because I go, Steve, why didn't we have this? And Steve's answer was, I don't read people.com, which just threw me into a tizzy. And then, because Steve got yelled at, he had to go yell at you guys.
That's how it works.
So who do you guys end up yelling at? The janitor or the interns? Does Cream Pie Jones get a beating for this eventually? Does it come down to Cream Pie Jones getting a talking to?
No, what happens is what happened during break, where Steve yells at us and we yell back at Steve.
Oh, it stops right there, huh? Just goes back and forth.
So what happened between you and Travis? Because you guys are both pissed off.
Well,
Yeah, Travis is not happy right now.
No.
Well, look, I understand that I'm in charge of a lot of show prep, but I also can't check every single website in, the short amount of time that I have. And I'm kind of tired of coming...
What are you on, FrenchBulldogs.com?
I wish. I'm kind of tired of coming in at 4:15 or 4:30 and doing as much as I can before the show starts and watching other people come in later and later. And then, why am I getting more work when...
Who's coming in late?
Travis, you were just the first person I talked to.
Wait,
I'm going to tell everybody. I was going to tell everybody that we just have to add one more site to the list.
But it amazes me we're not, looking at a website like people.com. I mean, this show needs to be on top of sports, entertainment, local news, national news. And when you think entertainment, a lot of us think TMZ and stuff, but people.com is more mainstream entertainment news.
It's weird to hear, all of a sudden now Travis is saying he wants to come in at 3:30. It's like, Travis, you don't need to do that.
Who's coming in later and later, by the way?
There's no secrets. What are we doing?
Well,
everybody.
Usually the last people to arrive at the office, as it has been for a while, are Steve and Eric.
Oh, are you saying there's a liaison going on between the two?
You mean Steve,
implying
the executive producer of the Opie and Anthony show? Is that what you're saying today, Travis?
Oh, boy.
Well,
that isn't good.
I'm not breaking any, secrets here.
No, he's right. He's right. I'm not sitting there, doing my nails. I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I do work at home. But
Yeah, I did notice you on MySpace this morning.
yes,
At 4 in the morning.
Holy Jesus.
Steve looks angry, man.
Wow.
Because
I know I wasn't on. No, wait, no. That MySpace thing is signed on all night sometimes. So, and I'm not surfing around it, but I'm not tooling around on it. So
I got an instant message from you at 3:10. Come on. You gave me a little hello.
well, that was just a friendly hello.
Wait, Danny's implying that Steve was up basically filibustering.
Well, here's what I think Travis was trying
Yes,
to
Danny?
convey with, when he was kind of stumbling around a little bit. I think he was just frustrated that he's in, busting his ass at most days 4:15 to 4:30 in the morning, and then Steve comes in at 5:10, 5:15, and then he's the one yelling at Travis. How come you didn't look at people.com today? So I could see how that could be frustrating.
Well, first of all, I'm not in at 5:10, 5:15.
Yes.
Wait, yes, what?
Today, actually, if I rolled in at 5:10, it's my fault. I was a little bit late.
Okay, well, what about-
But
Okay,
by and large, I'm not in that late every day. All right. I'm not. Travis is here for the first thing every morning, and you know what? And he does do a lot of work. But I do a ton of work at home. All right. I sleep maybe 3.5 hours a night. All right. All right. Well, good. Give yourself a medal. All right.
I don't bring it up in arguments.
You know what? I don't lip off to people.
I only get 3 hours.
Why is it that I get yelled at? Why is it that I get yelled at by Ope, and then I tell you guys to do the same thing, and you talk back, and I'm not talking back to him?
Whoa. Whoa.
Steve, I just think
see what Travis
that
does with that.
I just think it could be delegated better. I don't think that because you got yelled at for not checking people.com that now 12 of us have to check people.com every morning.
What you have to understand is anytime
that's
you
good.
guys mess up,
Good
I
shot,
get yelled
good
at.
shot.
Anytime somebody does something wrong on staff, I get the crap for it.
All right, so
Hope should
Steve,
just yell at us directly and maybe just cut out the middleman.
Honestly, sure, you get yelled at because you're the executive producer, but, if I miss something, I have no problem taking responsibility for it, but I'm doing the absolute best I can, and I'm coming in as early as I need to be here.
you missed the Pat O'Brien thing.
And you know what? That's...
Into the
it
mouth.
happens,
Wow, Steve. I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know how I would feel if I worked here.
Wait, what happened?
No, it was just a little rude.
How do we blame E-Rock for this one? That's all I need to know. Who should be working in a mailroom at this point.
And that's true. When E-Rock does something bad, you don't get yelled at for that, Steve.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
could he?
For Iraq's
Sometimes I
mistakes,
do, yeah.
but we love yelling at Iraq individually.
Right, but sometimes when something gets messed up and you guys don't know immediately where it came from, I'm the first one that takes the bullet.
Well, that's kind of like you're the lieutenant, you
Yeah,
know?
I understand.
That's what happens when you're the
I
executive
understand that I'm
producer.
going to catch a lot of it.
Check your fire! Check your fire!
But and I understand that I can't be buddy with everybody. But you know what? I get these guys talking back every time I have to reprimand somebody for screwing up, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Well, how come it's us that it's screwing up?
Whoa, ow.
If I have to admit that I messed up by not policing you guys good enough, or not checking out websites.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he messes up because he's not policing.
So
you
who
guys.
who polices us when you leave at 11:15?
Oh, Sammy the Bull.
Damn,
Ratting on people.
Damn, that one was that was
Now,
a
now
shot.
Anthony, we're looking at a 110-mile-an-hour serve right now. Let's see what Steve does.
Yeah.
Steve.
What?
I feel bad that Travis is getting yelled at because he didn't look at people.com when it's a task that could be easily accomplished by anybody. You could check out people.com.
Yeah, and now I'm going to.
At 5 in the morning.
I'm going to now.
Okay, so then why does it need to be something that
Because-
Travis is being
and
yelled
look,
at in the hallway?
it's not
about?
just Travis.
That's
Everybody-
what upset me personally.
Danny, you're getting told too. Everybody has to check people.com now.
Okay, but the thing is, I think that between me, Travis, and Sam, I think a lot of show prep gets done in the time that we arrive to the time that showtime.
I'm not
and
disagreeing with
beyond,
you.
and beyond. But I think that maybe if something was overlooked, there are still other resources that can handle these tasks.
I'm not saying.
And there's at least 2 people that could probably handle checking out a couple of things if we just don't have the ability to do so.
That's
in,
not a-
in show prep.
I'm not
time.
refusing.
Steve.
If you're implying
You're saying, well, one of you guys is going to do it every time that there's a task that it needs to be assigned. Instead of just taking responsibility and say, yes, I will make sure.
Sure.
It just gets assigned.
There's
It just gets
plenty of times.
reassigned.
There's plenty of times that I assign these tasks to myself, but a lot of times I'm doing more than one thing at a time.
All
right, and I've got to delegate.
Wow, the pendulum is swinging back the other way.
Steve, if you're getting swamped, please, by all means, we're very capable staff.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And now look what happens. I'm getting lipped off at. So
Oh, you
Lipped up.
lip
Steve doesn't
offer.
like the disrespect. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think Danny might be talking about bigger things than just checking people.com.
Oh, see, this
Other
is
things
more
fall for the
widespread.
Accusatory thing.
This
Other
is
things
more
fall through the cracks
widespread.
there, Mikey.
That was
No, I'm just saying,
accusatory.
if Steve feels that he's got 1,000 things going on at once, well, then maybe instead of trying to handle all 1,000 things at once, like I said, there's a capable staff. Divvy out some of the things that maybe is cluttering your plate, and then everything will get done.
This may
easily
come as a
and
shock,
smoothly.
but I actually do delegate a lot of that stuff. So now that there's 500 things covering my plate instead of 1,000 things.
Okay, which
that
ones?
again?
Honey.
Well, there's something going on later on this week that requires a lot of attention on my part.
And we need attention focused on that. Whatever that thing may be.
Were you trying to talk over Jim Norton's head with that statement, Steve?
No, but
are you
I-
crazy?
yeah, right.
Certain festivities.
Yes.
There's something.
Hello, Carvel.
Yes. Steve, certain
no.
B-Day festivities. I don't want to give
Keep it
away.
under your hat because he's standing right there.
You guys need a staff retreat. That's what you need. You need to go camping.
So what
We all need to get nude and hug each other in the
something,
woods.
man.
and
A
hum.
drum circle. Something.
So Steve is saying
A
that he's
lot of
taking
tension
care
here.
of this very important event.
Yeah.
Obviously, this.
Yeah. Don't get your hopes up, by the way, Jimmy.
Why? It's going to be a bash to end all bashes. I've
correct.
heard.
And why is Iraq continuing to be late? Why?
Well, Iraq, when did you come in? Microphone. Oh, you did.
I'm sorry.
That has been something that's been discussed so many times on this very
I've
program.
never seen Steve just put the mic. I've never seen anyone happier to put down a microphone.
Oh, thank God.
Steve don't like this at all. This makes him very uncomfortable.
All I can tell you, some people's stock is going way up, and some people's stock is going way down. Young Sam, your stock is going way up.
Yes.
Iraq, your stock is like Citadel stock.
Oh,
At this point.
Oh, no.
wow.
That hurts. That hurts.
does.
That's almost racist.
Eric?
It's like Citadel. What's Citadel? Remember, we got in at $19 a share. What?
80 cents.
80 cents,
we're
baby.
Up, we're up a penny
80 cents.
Wow.
from yesterday.
What time did Iraq
Because
come
Iraq
in?
just doesn't give a
I-
crap.
I don't-
We do everything. We're like, you have to be here before 5. And he does it for a couple days and goes, all right, I don't think anyone's paying attention anymore. And then he starts showing up at 5:15 again.
Eric,
Why is that, Iraq? Comment?
comment.
There's no explanation for that.
Wow. He just gave the no excuse, sir. You threw yourself on the mercy of these idiots. That's what you just did.
E-Rock, you already got passed up for a promotion. What do you think's going to happen when this whole thing gets reorganized? How dumb are you really?
I don't know. Just been working on every piece of audio that we have here, archiving, worst of, going through everything.
Wow. Now
here comes Pat Duffy.
Pat Duffy's being waved in. He's being called in off the bench by the rest of the crew.
Oh, and E-Rock's
my
standing
God.
up. This could get ugly.
E-Rock standing up.
Oh, boy.
Pat
Duffy,
Sam is getting Pat Duffy a microphone. Danny started laughing and waved in.
Hold on. Hey, let's acknowledge that Pat Duffy has been working for free for over 2 years for the Opie and Anthony show.
For 2 years.
With that said, Pat Duffy, who desperately wants E-Rock's job, yes.
I've been doing the archiving of the worst.
Wow. A complete contradiction to what E-Rock just said. I believe Pat.
Okay, this from the intern who's now too good to do anything unless it's on air anymore.
No, you didn't.
Majority of the crap that I do, I get talked to by Steve. He said, "Why are you doing all this? Delegate it to somebody else." Okay, so I've been asked. You've been wanting to learn a lot more stuff. Jared has, and a couple other guys. So I've shown you how to archive everything. If we have a million things on one subject, it's got to be condensed down to one disc. So that's what I ask you to do. So this way that it's archived properly, I can put it in the book, put it in the system, whatever it needs to be done. All right, this is a lot of busy work. I know.
Who are you yelling at, Eric?
Damn.
You're at Rikers Island now.
Point Duffy.
This is
No,
some
I
gangster
haven't been
stuff.
hearing from other interns and other stuff. Like every time you go into the back there, why do I have to do this crap? Why does this keep going on?
Perhaps he's got a little seniority. He's been here 2 years working for free.
Anthony, with that, we give the floor to Danny, who's over there laughing his ass off. Yes,
Don't
Danny.
you know if you hand in your work in his handwriting, you're going to get fired?
Hello, McFly. Do you know what'll happen if I hand in my work in your handwriting?
Oh, wow.
No,
Did not go there, Danny.
So wait, do you think, E-Rock, that you don't care? Like
You're a slacker, E-Rock.
you're putting a bunch of stuff together and you're having him just put the final touch on it.
All he's doing is everything that is combined to, that we save, say like Anthony bits, Sam's stuff, all that stuff. We'll have a stack of discs on this stuff. I give it to Pat or somebody. I said, can you just rip this to the computer, put it all on one disc? Once it's done, they give it to me. I put it in the book. I'll go through it, whatever. And it's there, it's archived, it's put into the delete system, so we always have it.
So you just admitted you give him the stuff to do the work, and then he gives it back to you when the work's done.
What is it you'd say you do here?
Oh, damn.
The two Bobs are here.
Okay, Steve.
Why don't you go home and make a jumps to conclusion game?
What, E-Rock?
What did you gesture to Steve?
I don't want to hear from Steve or anybody else bitching about why I'm here like till 1, 2 or something like that because I'm doing all this stuff when I was told originally to stop staying late and to delegate it to other people.
Who told you that?
Him.
You were told to stop staying late?
Yes.
Why?
Because I got it from him. I got it from higher up than him. Why are you still here at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Oh, well, I had
I just
all this
got
to
in.
do.
E-Rock has a time management problem. E-Rock, you're fighting for your job at this point, so what do you have to say to these guys? Oh, you are funny.
So wait, but why would they ask? Because why would they ask you to go home if you're staying late? Like what happened?
Because I'm here too late. I'm spending too much time at the other place.
Steve,
Steve, comment?
No, he was here way too late doing work, and he wasn't sleeping enough. Like 4 o'clock in the afternoon sometimes.
But what do you think? He's gonna go home and go to sleep at 4:15?
Well, no, but you know what? There was, it was a chronic problem. He was here archiving stuff really late at night, and
That's not a good argument against E-Rock. I got to be honest. The guy was staying here working too hard. We were afraid he wasn't gonna sleep.
Eric's been doing a lot better. Like
That's not a good argument against E-Rock. I gotta say.
I do remember there was a time period where like Eric was. He was here late, but it was like Ope said. It was because he was spending his time just poorly. But like he's improved, and like he's not doing that stuff anymore. Really.
Wow,
Steve, who would you fire if you could?
You.
Wait, you
I
would
do absolutely.
Wait, what did
nothing
E-Rock
around
just
here.
say?
He said you.
Wow.
Fire Opie? Why?
Not Opie.
Oh, don't yell
You'd
at me.
fire Steve?
Huh?
okay.
You just been pwned.
All right, wait. I asked, the question was asked, Steve, who would you fire if you could? And E-Rock said you, meaning
You.
Steve.
Here's why. and this is not personal, Steve, but I'm getting the same S for the stuff that I wasn't doing or I was doing in the past. Now that I changed it because I've been talked to by you, by higher ups, to manage this, start delegating to interns who are sitting around getting coffee or doing nothing, as I was told. Okay, started delegating this stuff, and look what happens. I'm getting the same S again. So, like, if I'm trying to do more work for the show, there's a problem. If I'm trying to delegate it to other people who I'm not 100% sure, so even when Pat combines stuff or Butcher cuts up some more stuff, whatever, I still got to go through what they did. They may have saved me some time by condensing it, but I still got to go through it for as far as what goes on the air. So I have other people doing the stuff that I was originally doing, and I'm getting S again for it.
And that's why you come in at 5:15.
No, that's...
Yeah, dude, if I can roll in at 5:57, I mean, you can absolutely get here at 4. Sorry.
There was a funny story. I know I've been defending Eric for the last few minutes, but there was a funny story that did come up a few months ago.
Did you say funny story, by the way?
Yes, I did.
All right. Get ready for the funny, everybody.
All
Jimmy,
right.
you ready for the funny?
Laughing hat
I'm
on.
confident, he says.
All right.
Wow, the confidence. Look at his, he's sitting with his legs,
Yeah, I know.
legs crossed a little
He
bit.
really does look like Dick Cavett now.
Yes, he's ready.
In a yarn.
Yeah.
Well, no, I do remember. It's not even my story. To be fair, it is.
I don't remember
It's more
it, Danny.
Sam's.
Go for it.
But Eric had come into the studio in the morning. It was probably about 5:15, 5:20. He was late that day, and he was talking to Sam about if Sam had saw Raw or whatever WWE program was on the night before. And Eric had let Sam know that he was catching up on it before he left the house that morning. So as he's showing up late, he's telling Sam about how he was busy watching wrestling.
Wrestling.
Wrestling before you come in the morning? What's wrong with you?
I was getting changed.
Uh-oh, Steve's leaving the studio.
I'm also getting... Oh,
Steve,
Where are you going?
what happened?
I'm also getting reports here
We really have to take a break.
from Pal Talk
Yeah.
that says E-Rock stays in the office on Pal Talk in the Ron and Fez room. He's not working.
Oh!
So that's some reports that are coming in off of that is that you're not spending that time that you're in here working, that you're on Pal Talk in the Ron and Fez room.
No. it's
Comment?
not true.
No?
If I have it on, yeah, but it's never that I'm not working.
I'll
always
defend.
doing
I'll have to
something.
defend Eric on this. Sometimes he does dawdle, but at the same time, it's one of those situations.
Did you just use the word dawdle?
Yeah.
Sometimes he dawdles.
Does he lollygag occasionally?
No, he is doing work. There's two computers that he works from. So while he's doing work, if he happens to have that up, so be it. It looks. Whereas if someone looking at his camera, it just looks like he's staring at the Pal Talks.
Right, okay.
Actually, the case.
All righty. There's a little defense.
Steve, who
And I know that because I'm here.
let's before
okay.
break. Before break, Steve, who would you fire? on
Don't be
staff?
polite either.
Yeah. E-Rock certainly wasn't.
Don't say me.
No, truthfully, I wouldn't fire anybody right now.
Shut up!
I wouldn't.
There's got to be someone.
No, everybody is working very hard.
Cop out.
I don't believe
Cop
you.
out.
I don't believe you.
No, it's not a cop out at all.
is.
Not a cop out at all.
We have to take a break. We're 25 minutes late for our break.
When we come back, I want an answer from Steve because Steve is annoyed. He doesn't like being disrespected. You know,
And I want to point out that Mike DiStefano was just terrific the last 25 minutes. Just amazing radio on your part, Mike. Unbelievable stuff was said.
I don't know what's
You
going
were
on
just
here.
terrific. Friday, July 25th and 26th, Lakeshore Theater in Chicago, Illinois. For tickets, go to lakeshoretheater.com.
TheATRE.
He contributed a little more than Stuntbrain did during that segment.
I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know if I want to be a part of this kind of organization. You
You
guys
probably
are
don't.
violent. You're ready to kill each other. It's ridiculous.
By the way, as we go to break, I just want to remind people, 77 days left in our contract.
Right.
And all hell has